main course, the ultimate American main course. And I don't even know if it is American. I'm assuming it is. Pot roast.
Oh, pot roast. Okay. Yeah. No,
I always hear like Yankee
yeah.
pot roast. Isn't that?
Yeah. No, you can't do steak because steak would be too much. It would be too much of a nerve wracking for.
Yeah, steak. I wouldn't do for a dinner party. I would do a steak for a one-on-one. Like if you want to impress someone on a fancy date and cook for them.
Yeah.
Then I would do the steak.
Yeah. Pot roast is a great call. I'm trying to think of some of the other beef recipes we've done recently, if anything is better than that.
I like it because you have the meat, you have the carrots and the potatoes. It's kind of all like an all-in-one type of dish.
Yeah, pot roast is a great dish.
And it can be made ahead. It should be made ahead.
It's great made ahead. It's easy. You know, we've had a few people that said they had problems with it. Like one person said, like, I used an extra large Dutch oven and the chuck wouldn't fit. And that comment wasn't really helpful to me because I'm like, well, what is an extra large oven? I made it in the video. I used an 8-quart Dutch oven and it fit with all the potatoes and carrots and still had plenty of room to spare. If you do run into a situation where, you know, don't panic, you can just cut the roast in half. Then you can fit it in your Dutch oven. So I'm assuming that woman thought she had a large one and it was probably a 5.5 quart that she had.
It might have been.
Which I've been telling you, if you know, a lot, that should not be your go-to Dutch oven. All the manufacturers try to make it that way, but you're going to be seriously handicapped with something that size. You kind of have to go up to about that 8-quart range. I said you could do a 6.5. Mm-hmm. And everybody, you know, this is also, it's done in quarts. That's how you say it. You know, an 8-quart Dutch oven, you might be like, Jim, that's 2 gallons. But nobody would ever say I have a 2-gallon Dutch oven. That would be absurd.
Yeah.
It's just the way you don't refer to it that way.
Wine pairing for the pot roast, I have a California or Washington State Cabernet, or one of my favorites, an Australian Shiraz.
Very good. Honestly, the Shiraz would be excellent to make with the pot roast, to use as the wine for the pot roast. Yep. I like a good Shiraz, especially if you take Shiraz and you like reduce it. Yeah, Shiraz is very juicy. I feel that what's another one that's really juicy?
I know what you're thinking
Zinfandel.
of. It's Zinfandel. Zinfandel is sweeter.
Okay.
Whereas a Cabernet and
they're a little drier.
Syrah or Shiraz. Shiraz is from Australia. Syrah is what it's called in other regions. Those are a little bit drier, but a Zinfandel is on the sweeter side. So a Zinfandel would be great if you prefer your wine to be a little bit sweeter.
And when I say Zinfandel, I do not mean white Zinfandel, which is what Aunt Betty buys boxes of at the supermarket. I'm talking about red Zinfandel, okay, which a great bottle brand that we would always buy when we were younger was it Sugesio or Sugesio? Sugesio. It was back then. It was about an $18 bottle. It's probably like $25 now. Just juicy is the right word to describe it.
It was really good with steak.
Yeah.
I remember that being a really good option for steak. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. You go to restaurants, you want to order that bottle. They'll be like, that'll be $70, and you're like, I got 5 of them at my house, and they're $18 each.
Yeah.
But you're paying for the restaurant.
So those were our menus. I do have 2 possible dessert recipes that you could use that are both make ahead. I mean, most desserts are, in fact, make ahead. I have tiramisu, which is a great one. Everybody usually loves it, but it's definitely a make ahead.
It's a lot of work, though.
It is, but if you're planning for your dinner party, you make it the day before or 2 days before. And I also have a lemon blueberry ricotta cake. Also, that one's much easier than the tiramisu, but also make ahead. And I think both would go well with an espresso martini to close out the evening.
Not bad. Not bad at all. You can also just go to the bakery and buy some pastries.
Yeah, or you can, if your guest asks what they can bring, just say, bring whatever dessert you'd like. And then they bring the desserts and you just serve your coffee, tea, espresso martini.
Yeah, that's the best gift you can bring always for something like this. Go to the best Italian bakery that's near you and just get good pastries.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best you can do. Or if you don't have an Italian bakery, go to the best bakery. And
The
we
bakery
actually
by
have
us.
yeah, we have a non-Italian bakery, which is very odd in Long Island. To almost 90, I'd say 98% of the bakeries are Italian bakeries. Sicilian, everything they have all the Sicilian stuff, and you rarely will see like any of the northern Italian desserts. But this one by us is
I would consider it more of like an English bakery because they have a lot of different scones. They don't have any Italian pastries. They have a lot of tarts, a lot of fruit tarts.
yeah, they're good.
They are. And they're
Apple turnovers
You know
they
what?
have.
They do have Italian cookies.
Okay.
But they don't have cannoli or the sfogliatelle or any of the real Italian pastries.
Yeah.
But they are very good. They have the best chocolate chip cookies I've ever had.
That place is called Rolling Pin.